Aloha second graders! I'm here today to show you how to create a Google form that you can use to collect the data you will use to make graphs and charts in your classroom. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is log into your Chromebook and open up a web browser. And then some of you, we worked at this before, but for others of you it might be new, to notice right over here in the corner next to the little circle with the letter for your name, there's a little thing that looks like a waffle over here, and that's where your apps are. So once you have your web browser open, I want you to click on the waffle, and it will take you to a window where you can choose Google Drive. So I'd like for you to open your Drive, and once Google Drive is opened, you have lots of options in here for how to create something new. Okay, the New button, you can find it in the opposite corner, kind of up tall over here. It's got the yellow, red, blue, and green plus on it, and it says New. And so what you'll do is click the New button, but you won't see Google Form as an option on that first window that pops up. So you're going to have to scroll down to where it says More and just sort of hover over that and then click, and it should open a second window for you with more options. And you're going to choose Google Forms. So it's New, More, Google Forms, and then you'll click there. Okay, what it's going to do then is it's going to just create an empty blank form. And a form is something that you can share with your classmates and collect all of their thoughts and ideas about your question that you want to ask them about so that you can collect data or information about it. So right up here in the top it says Untitled Form. And if you click right there, all those letters turn blue, which means once you start typing they will go away. So in this place where it says Untitled Form, you're going to write the topic of the question that you are asking. And of course, because I'm your teacher librarian, I'm going to ask a question about books. So in that blank, I'm going to type books. And then if you notice, if I come up to the top here in the corner where it also says Untitled Form and just click, books automatically goes in there for me. So I only have to type it once and it goes in there twice. So that's just another benefit of Google. So you have clicked New, More, Google Forms, and you've put your topic where it says Untitled Form. Okay, now it's time for you to ask a question. So I'm going to come right down here on my form where it says Untitled Question, and I'm going to click right there. Okay, it turns blue again, which means it's ready to move out of the way so that I can type. And here is where I'm going to ask the question that I want all of my classmates to answer about my topic, which is books. So I'm going to start my sentence with a capital letter because that's what we always do. Oops, I just changed my mind. So I'm going to say, which of these books is your favorite? And because I'm asking a question, I'm going to put a question mark at the end of it. So now that I have my question in there, I can come over here and notice that it's giving me multiple choice as the kind of question I'm asking. I do have other options, but multiple choice is actually going to work really well for this option that I want to do. So I'm going to come down here where it says option number 1, and I'm going to put in the first choice. So I am going to offer The Cat in the Hat as an option. We just had Read Across America today and Dr. Seuss's birthday, so he's been on my mind. I'm going to put Cat in the Hat in there as an option. I know that lots of second graders like to read the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books, so I'm going to put those ones in there because I think some of you might like those. I'm going to add an option of, let's see here, I think I'm going to put in some historical fiction. The I Survived books. They're a little bit harder to read, but they're fascinating topics about things that happened in our history and that people have survived, things like extreme weather and other kinds of disasters. So those ones are really cool. And then when I think about everybody books and the ones that lots of people love, I think I'm going to add in here an option for the Elephant and Piggy books. Those ones are the ones by Mo Willems, and he's so much fun, and those ones are really popular. So I'm going to put that in there. So let's see. I have 4 so far, and I think for the last one, I'm going to add other as an option so that if somebody's looking at my list and they don't like any of those choices, they could pick something else to write in that blank. Okay? Once I've asked my question and given all the answer choices that I need to, I'm going to come down here to the bottom and I'm going to tell the people that this question is required. They have to answer it. And now I'm done. I have written the question that I want to ask my classmates about so that I can collect data on those favorite books. Okay? My form, though, honestly, is kind of boring. So everybody's form is going to look the same. It's going to have that purple bar at the top and the light purple pages, and it's all going to be a little bit boring. So I was thinking you might like to make yours a little more interesting. So if you come up here to the top, see how there's almost, it looks like a little paint palette that an artist would use with their different colors of paint on it. If you click on the paint palette, it will let you have some options here. You could either choose a different color for your form, and if you see your favorite color over there, you can go ahead and do that. Or you could come up top and choose an image. And what it does is give you a whole bunch to choose from. Now, I asked a question about books, so it wouldn't make any sense for me to pick a picture of a guitar to go with it. If I asked a question about music or instruments, then I could pick the guitar. But I didn't, so I can't really pick the candy or anything else. So if I look over here at the side, I don't know if I see one. I'm on work and school right now, so I think I might just scroll through here, see what options I might have. Oh, there's a cool basketball one. There's a book. Look, it's got a book and its pages are folded into a heart. So I can pick this book one, and I click on it, and it gets the little blue box around it. Then I come to the bottom and click select, and I have to give it just a second. But now my form has the picture of the book in the background, and it goes with my theme. So I think I like that a little bit better. The other option you have over here is to change the font. The basic font I really like because it's really easy for everybody to read. But you have a couple of other options. You can pick decorative, formal, or playful. But I think I'm going to just leave mine on basic because I like that it's so easy for everybody to read. So now that I'm there, I have created a form. I've asked my question that I need to collect data on. I've found a theme that works for me. Of course, if I couldn't find a theme that works for me, I could just pick a different color for it, and that would work just as well. And I chose the font thinking about my end user and knowing that I want my form to be really easy for them to fill out. So I just left it at basic, and now I'm ready to share my form so that my friends can come around and answer it. So I need to come over here and close the theme options window that opened up when I clicked the paint palette here. And next you're going to go right next to the paint palette is this little eyeball, and it's the preview window. So once you click preview, you'll notice up here at the top, this is the form I was working on. This one is the preview of the form. So now my friends could come along, they can read my question, they can choose an answer, and they can submit the form, and that's what's going to let me start to collect the data. So I think you guys should be ready. You should have a form completed that you can collect data from your friends for. so that you can create a graph to represent this data. I hope that worked really well for you guys. I wish you good luck. I'll be around as much as I can to help you, and I can't wait to see these when you are finished. Have fun. Aloha.